What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my NXT review. So let's discuss NXT tonight. NXT was not a good show. This show was a very, very poor show tonight for NXT. This show was not good, to be honest with you guys. This NXT show should have been better than what it really was. NXT was not good. I mean, it was a all right show tonight for NXT. It was not a good show. NXT was a very poor show tonight. I really had high hopes going into this show tonight for NXT. I had high expectations tonight for NXT, and man, NXT just it didn't do anything for me. I mean, NXT was a really, really bad show tonight. I thought NXT could have been a really better show than what it was. I thought NXT overall tonight could have been a better show. So let's talk about how NXT started off tonight. NXT started off talking about the legacy of the NXT Men's Championship, and NXT was talking about the legacy that the NXT Men's Championship holds, which is true. That men's NXT Championship has been held by some of the greats: Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Ty Dillinger when he's a perfect 10, um, uh, Adam Cole. I mean, just to name a few. That men's NXT Championship does hold a legacy, and that legacy for the men's championship is held in high regard for NXT because it's been held by some of the greats that has graced NXT. I mean, so I thought that was cool how NXT started off by talking about the legacy of the men's NXT Championship and the legacy that the NXT Men's Championship holds for NXT. I thought that was really, really cool. I did enjoy that. I thought that was really, really cool. So let's talk about the first match of the night, which was a triple threat Women's North American Championship match with Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale tonight on NXT. This was the first match of the night in a triple threat women's match for the Women's North American Championship tonight on NXT with Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale. This was a pretty decent triple threat match tonight on NXT. This was a very, very decent triple threat women's North American Championship match tonight on NXT with Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale for the Women's North American Championship tonight on NXT. This was a this was a very very decent, enjoyable triple threat women's match tonight on NXT tonight for the Women's North American Championship with Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale, and Izzy Dame ended up retaining her Izzy Dame ended up retaining her Women's North American Championship tonight over Lola Vice and Thea Hale tonight on NXT in a triple threat match for the Women's North American Championship tonight on NXT. This match was enjoyable. It was all right. It was a fun to enjoyable match tonight on NXT in a women's triple threat match tonight, which with Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale for the Women's North American Championship tonight on NXT, and Izzy Dame ended up retaining her Women's North American Championship over Lola Vice and Thea Hale tonight on NXT for the Women's North American Championship. And then we had Elio LaFleur versus Charlie Dempsey in a men's speed match, which I don't care for. I don't care for the speed. I don't care for the speed matches on NXT. They're not my favorite. I just don't enjoy the speed matches on NXT. I'm not a fan of the speed matches on NXT. They're not my favorite by any means. I don't like speed matches on NXT. I just don't. Elio LaFleur ended up picking up the win over Charlie Dempsey tonight in a speed match, and a one-on-one men's speed match tonight on NXT. I just could I don't care. I mean, this match was whatever. I don't like speed matches on NXT. Speed matches are not my favorite on NXT. You guys know this. I just don't care for the speed matches on NXT. And then we had Sol Ruka and Zarya versus the Elegance brand tonight on NXT for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships in a 2-on-2 women's tag team match. This was a enjoyable 2-on-2 women's tag team match tonight on NXT with Sol Ruka and Zarya versus the Elegance brand for the TNA Women's Knockouts Tag Team Championships tonight on NXT. This was an alright 2-on-2 women's tag team match tonight on NXT. I thought Zarya and Soruka were going to beat the Elegance brand for the TNA Women's Knockouts Tag Team Championships tonight on NXT, but that didn't happen. The Elegance brand ended up picking up the win over Sol Ruka and Zarya tonight on NXT to retain their TNA Women's Knockout Tag Team Championships tonight on NXT in a 2-on-2 women's tag team match. And then we had Chase U versus Lexis King and Stacks. This was a 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on NXT. This was a okay 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on NXT with Chase U versus Stacks and Lexis King in a men's 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on NXT. It was all right. It was nothing to really write home about during this men's 2-on-2 men's tag team match with Chase U versus Stack and Lexis King tonight on NXT in a men's 2-on-2 men's tag team match. Stacks and Lexis King ended up picking up the win over Chase U tonight on NXT in a men's 2-on-2 men's tag team match. And then we had the main event, which was the men's ladder match. This main evented the show for the men's NXT Championship in a ladder match. This was the main event for NXT tonight. This was a very, very fun ladder match in the main event tonight for NXT for the men's NXT Championship. This was fun. I really did enjoy this ladder match in the main event of NXT tonight for the men's NXT Championship. I enjoyed it. I thought this was fun. It was enjoyable. I really did enjoy this men's ladder match in the main event of NXT tonight for the men's NXT Championship. I did enjoy it. This was a fun ladder match tonight in the main event for the men in the main event of NXT. Very fun main event tonight of NXT in this men's ladder match for the men's NXT Championship. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought this was cool. I enjoyed this men's ladder match tonight in the main event of NXT for the men's NXT Championship. I enjoyed it, and Joe Hendry ended up picking up the win over Keanu Carver, Jackson Drake, and Dion Lennox and Sean Legacy tonight in the ladder match for the NXT Men's Championship. And Joe Hendry is your new men's NXT champion tonight on NXT. He won the men's ladder match tonight in the main event of NXT for the men's NXT Championship, which I thought was really, really fun and enjoyable. I enjoyed the men's ladder match tonight in the main event of NXT for the men's NXT Championship. I enjoyed this ladder match. I thought it was fun. I liked it. It was enjoyable. So, let's talk about the things I like tonight about NXT. I like the backstage segment with Sol Ruca and Zarya, and I liked the segment with Sol Ruca and Zarya and Fatal Influence and Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray. I like that segment. I thought that was a really fun segment tonight on NXT. I thought it was fun. I did enjoy it, and I did enjoy the backstage segment tonight with Sol Ruca and Zarya tonight on NXT. And we had a Twitter video of Blake Monroe attacking Jada Parker outside of NXT near a merch truck, which I thought was really, really cool. I really did like this. This was really, really cool. We see Jada Parker talking to fans outside of NXT at the NXT arena. Jada Parker is talking to fans, and all of a sudden, the camera gets knocked down, and the camera guy picks up the camera again, and we see Blake Monroe attacking Jada Parker outside of the NXT arena near a merch truck tonight on NXT on a Twitter video, which I thought was really, really cool and really well done. This was really, really cool. I like that. That was really, really awesome that we got a Twitter video of Blake Monroe attacking Jada Parker outside of the NXT arena, talking to fans near a merch truck tonight on NXT. I thought that was really, really cool, and I thought it was really well done. How the camera gets knocked out of the cameraman's hands. The cameraman picks up the camera, and we see Blake Monroe attacking Jada Parker in the parking lot of NXT, talking to fans near a merch truck tonight on a Twitter video. I thought that was really cool. That was really well done. I did like that. That was really, really cool. So, my favorite things about NXT tonight was Blake Monroe and the segment with Sol Ruca and Zarya, and I like the segment with Sol Ruca and Zarya and Fatal Influence and Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair tonight on NXT. They had a really awesome segment tonight on NXT. Overall, I'm going to give NXT a 5 out of 10. I thought NXT was a very bad show tonight. I just didn't like NXT tonight. I thought it was a really poor show tonight for NXT. But the men's ladder match for the men's NXT Championship was fun. I did enjoy that. That was fun. And congratulations to Joe Hendry on becoming your new men's NXT champion tonight on NXT in the men's ladder match tonight for the men's NXT Championship in the main event of NXT. So overall, I'm going to give NXT a 5 out of 10. If you guys like this NXT review, hit that like button. It's the lifeblood of my channel. And if you guys haven't considered subscribing to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe button on my YouTube channel and turn on that notification bell to all. That way you guys don't miss any uploads or live streams from me here on my YouTube channel. I would really, really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really help me out a lot. And thank you guys for watching this NXT review tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this NXT review tonight as much as I enjoyed bringing this NXT review to you guys tonight. So guys, tell me what you guys thought about NXT tonight down in the comment section below. Did you guys like NXT tonight? Did you guys hate NXT tonight? Did you guys enjoy NXT tonight? I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on what you guys thought about NXT tonight down in the comment section below. And also, guys, give me your rating. And also, guys, give me your rating for NXT also down in the comment section below. So, yeah, guys. Overall, I'm gonna give NXT a 5 out of 10. NXT was just it was a okay show. It wasn't the best show for NXT tonight by no means. NXT tonight was a okay show. I will say that NXT overall was an okay show. So thank you guys for watching this NXT review. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow night for the AEW review. Until then, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow night for the AEW review. And we'll talk to you guys later, man. Your boy's out. Peace.